We are all familiar with the one man who kept World War going for quite some time. And yet failed in the end, a celebrity for all the wrong reasons, and although already dead is still a famous person, yes, Adolf Hitler, as you guessed by now, but in this video we won't be talking about how or why he wanted a war, but rather some facts as to what made him a human being, a megalomaniac supreme. Hitler was so obsessed with his image that he had photographer Heinrich Hoffmann take photos of him making speeches. Fortunately for us, despite being told to destroy the photos afterwards, Hoffmann did not and included them in his memoir instead. Hitler was out of control in general, but biographer Volker Ulrich recently uncovered that the Führer actually spent thousands on opulence, cars, champagne, clothes, etc., while pretending to be a man of the people. What didn't he spend money on? Income tax. I guess if you have money that is not yours, why not waste it in the worst possible ways? Hitler's preferred mustache style was actually of the handlebar variety. Unfortunately for him, during World War I service he was ordered to scale it back so it would fit underneath gas masks, which didn't work. He was gassed in 1918 and temporarily blinded. While Disney represents kids' films and family to us, to the dictator, it represented the advance of technology since Snow White boasted some pretty impressive animation circa its 1937 release. Rumor has it he also felt strongly for King Kong because of its special effects, and watched both that and war films repeatedly. According to Dr. Jan Bondison, Hitler and his henchmen rounded up educated dogs with whom they communicated through tapping paws, barking, and wagging their tails, and got even one to bark, Mein Führer. These dogs were supposed to help win the war, which makes a bit of sense considering Hitler was heavily attached to his dogs, Blondie and Bella. The former, he killed before killing himself. When Hitler was about 4 years old, a priest walking home from church found the little boy almost drowning in a nearby lake, and the priest did whatever good human would have done. He pulled Hitler out of the lake, saving the 4-year-old boy. Hitler was a very paranoid man. I guess that is expected when you want all the power in the world for yourself. He was also a vegetarian, though because of paranoia, he hired his own food tasters. They used to wine and dine on the best and most expensive food you can imagine, while the rest of the people were dying of hunger and starvation. After an attempted assassination, Hitler imprisoned his food tasters who had to suffer through the ordeal. No one knows really what drove Hitler to do what he did, but he did definitely leave a mark and an ugly scar in history. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this small adventure, please like, subscribe and hit that bell for any updates. Feel free to comment down below what you would like to see next on Exploration X.